Hey, so the other day, I got really excited because I found a way to skip the first cutscene, Marble Garden 1. I'll kind of show you how I found it. I was just messing around with like routing a glitchless run with the fire shield. And I noticed if you get in that room in 8 seconds or under, it doesn't trigger a cutscene. And I was all super stoked because you can even get up on that platform within 15 seconds. You can actually get all those rings on the way there too. And still get up there at 15 seconds. I was all super stoked. I was like, oh, that'd save a ton of time. But apparently it makes it so that later in the stage, yeah, so the room you go in is right here, and then later in the stage, I just kept routing it, and I was just waiting to see like how much better the time would be than previous times and all that. But once you get to, let's see, yeah, so it's the same, like right here, like right under where he like spits out the arrows and stuff, right in that, like basically where it ends, the bottom of that cutscene room is, if you go all the way over it, like it doesn't pan down the camera, and so yeah, like basically you're just stuck and you can't do it. So I was bummed because I was gonna make a new video about that, but I figured it'd be a funny chance to show you guys this really weird as a backup strat I was coming up with, because I was really bad at the launch base. It's really bad at the launch base to level wrap, and I always I don't know. I just wanted to find some way of having hypersonic do the wrap still. And at this time, I didn't know that, yeah, at this time I didn't know that I didn't know about the subpixels at the start, and so, so that's why, I thought, you could, go back down and somehow do that, and that's, I guess, why I kept messing around with it. But so yeah, basically, if you miss that first one, I was like, alright, well, maybe if you get back up there with hypersonic, you can do the wrap in a different way that's easier and not so dependent on on 2-frame perfect jumps. And of course, I feel like an idiot now because I realize it's not actually that hard of a trick, and it's just, I don't know, it's really funny that I spent this much effort trying to come up with a backup strat. I was talking, and I was talking on Discord, and well, I guess I'll talk about that later, but yeah, I remember talking to Mike about it, and he's just like, dude, it's not that hard, because basically every time you go back down and back up, it's at most 6 seconds in between deaths, and so so you basically would have to die, you'd have to, I don't know, to do this strat, first try, would basically be, the equivalent of trying 7 different times, I think, so that's just stupid. But, yeah, so, at first, I was like, oh, subpixels, okay, so, that should mean that I can back up into a wall, and then I should keep the same, position, right? But I think his name's Alex47 or Alec47 on Discord. Yeah, he was basically like, no. And so, yeah, I just kept messing with it because I didn't understand it, but yeah, another weird thing that I found from just messing around with that, just trying to get to a stopping point that's always the same at that wall, is you can basically do the sloppiest spin dash ever, and you can still hug that pipe. I've done it with a one-tap spin dash before, but yeah, it just makes it so just a guaranteed going down that pipe. And then, okay, so it gets really weird. So when you get to the bottom, like you can even be kind of like you're not jumping off the pipe. You're basically at the floor. So after you use 6 tap, you don't hold anything. Once you hit the floor, you hold down, and then you do a quick 3 tap, and then hold. Was it right? Yeah, like you normally would. And basically you like double. It's just I don't know why, but it's just the easiest. It's basically the same concept as like the hypersonic knuckle skip, where you like jump from the ceiling up, like where you push one button then hold one down like instantly after. But for some reason this works easier for me, just holding down then 3 tapping. And then okay, so here's where I realized that the subpixels didn't align, is because I would be on the same spot every time, and then basically how you get the level to wrap is you jump at a certain point while you're holding right, and then you just, you wrap for whatever reason. And then, you know, since I was using like an emulator from save state, I was like, oh, okay, it should be from this spot. But then I kept doing it, I was like, oh, it's not working anymore. And I was like, oh, it's because, you know, Alec 47 was right, it just doesn't, like, no matter what you do, you can't get the same subpixels. So, but that being said, this is kind of, it actually kind of is pretty consistent the way I've been doing it, just since I was trying to, like, record this for, to show you guys this really stupid backup strat that's, like, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, so actually, so what I do is I watch for that line right there in the middle of the wall, like this line right here, and basically as soon as I see it, I just hold jump while I'm holding right, and more than not, it actually would initiate a wrap. And I feel like it's because, like, you know, there's a bunch of different subpixels or whatever, but like it's just such a fast timing that basically you either get it or you don't, kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it's a really tight window, so it's like, you know, like 50-50 or something, but I was getting it more than I wasn't, so I feel like it's even a higher probability than that. So that's nice, even though it's like, like at first I was just like, oh, this is so random, it's just like, kind of a last-ditch effort of getting a decent time. Like, for example, I was just looking at when I did do like a New Game Plus run, like a full run towards, through Sonic 3, like, at Launch Base 2 I have 6 lives, and so I mean, like, it's understandable, say you fuck it up 6 times, and then you can still get, like, instead of going through the whole level and getting, like, I don't know, like a minute 13 or something, like, you would, you know, you could just one last hurrah with that last life and get 46, so, yeah, I don't know, it was just, I put too much work in it, it was kind of too funny not to just show people, but, and yeah, I mean, you can even, like, instead of, getting up there off of the ring box, you can actually do it off the fire shields as well. And I feel like this, I mean, segmented, I've only ever gotten a 46 doing this, but I back against the wall so slow that I feel like it could be a 45. Not that this is a huge, like, deal or anything, but it's just, you know, pretty weird, interesting. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, like, I was asking, because it is faster anyways to get the fire shield right there, so I was asking Discord, I was like, can you, you know, kill the boss just as fast without insta-shielding if you have a fire shield? And he's like, what the fuck are you doing with a fire shield at the end of the boss? So, this is why I was fucking around with that. But yeah, so there you have it, the hypersonic level wrap. Yeah, it's just a funny thing to go for if you have enough, you know, have no reason not to at that point. And yeah, I guess I'll just leave a video at the end just for, like, reference. But yeah.